Hello and welcome to the Salt Collect channel. We collect buckets of salt from the tears of our enemies, and today we're going to go through some of the new cards that have been spoiled and try our hand in building a deck, maybe playing a few games with it. So I'm quite interested. When this game came out, I started off with Brute right now, so I'm quite interested in that. Obviously, I really like Warrior as well, but the Warriors that have come out, Olympia and Kasai, do seem a little bit boring in my style of play. I don't like weapon focused games. Um, so Boltyn has a weapon and he's got a lot of attack actions, and he's just a badass motherfucker. Um, Speaking of other badasses, we have Reinar, who is pretty cool, and then Kayo. These guys are awesome. I mean, I also really like the look of Betsy skin in the game. So I'm trying to build up my Guardian arsenal, armory, whatever the word is, cards. Not so much Victor. I think he's more a fatigue style. He's more of a fatigue style hero, which ain't my style. Um, and of course, I'm still playing Riptide, who I think will be the hero I take to Road to Nationals. Because I've played him a lot, I've just never taken him to anything above a armory event style game. Anyways, let's get started with this Reinar deck. Reinar or KO. Maybe KO. KO's kind of cool. I think it'll be fun to try KO, but I don't know where to begin. Decks. Create a new deck. Let's do KO. Let's do KO. Deck name. KO'd. How's that? How's that for deck name? Cool. So Apex Bonebreaker. Yes, please. Deck. Destroy this, create an agility token, go again. No thanks. Uh, Deck. I don't know if we need this because KO's going to have a lot of go agains anyway. So let's remove this. Deck. Medex. One-handed. Okay, yeah, they're going to make one-handed cards, right? Versus decks. Draw a card and discard a random card. No, I think I like Mandible Claws more. Deck. Raw meat. Yeah, these are in sealed specifically. Scowling Flesh Bag is too good. Inventory for Kano. Agile Wind Up. Scouter's Guard, create an agility token. Do we need this or do we want the fiver? I think we want the fiver is okay. Barging Beat Down, no thanks. Bare Fangs. A lot of damage, right? It's coming for 8. It gives us the Might token. Let's begin the maybe list. 2, 3. I consider KO to be very aggressive. This is a definite, because we're discarding. We're gonna have much more 6s than Reinar, right? So we're gonna be hitting these a lot more. I have to put this in. I love this. Mighty Wind Up. What else we putting in? What's this? When this attacks here, if you beat your chest this turn, intimidate them. No thanks. Savage Beatdown, I would say yes, because we have everything which we're discarding is going to be a 6. Savage Feast. Without Gambler's Gloves, I think this loses value. But let's play it anyways. Definitely Beast Within. Blood Rush Bellows. It's not as good in KO, but it's still pretty good. Pretty good. I think Berserk is just a good card in KO because whatever we're discarding, we're going to get again. Yeah, I don't know. Quick one to note is with Berserk, it has to be random. So the beat chest ability does not work. Deck. Wage. I don't really want to wage stuff. I would like to keep attacking. That's what I want to do. Wild Ride. wild ride. So we can play now 6 wild wide. Wild wides? Wild wide. That's wild. 6 pulpins. I don't think I want the pulpings. As much as I do like it, I think they're just too easy to, not too easy, they're easier to block out. Screw it. And then we get loads of blues. We don't want ready to roll. But we do want. Do we want? We want some fivers, right? So I saw a couple that I wanted before. Reincarnate. Deck. 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 Rip it. Rompy. Tail limb from limb I think is good in this deck. Deck, deck, deck. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. And then I think, yeah, I think we might as well get some of you in. 2 of you. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Sorry. 3, 6, 9, 12. 16 blues. Okay, 16 blues. A little bit on the large side. That's okay. And we get the generic 6, the generic 5. So E-strike. And light and strike. And light. Deck. 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 We also get Zealous. Belting. I don't know if we want this card. I don't know. I'm going to say no. For now. For now. Do I have everything I need? I don't have a tunic. I'll go deck. And I'll go cross straps. For the super aggressive build. And now we're looking at specific cards that's going to help us beat specific enemies. It's command and conquest. Inventory, inventory, inventory. I want sinks. Inventory, inventory, inventory. I want no rune glove. Inventory. I want. Do I want fates? Inventory, inventory, inventory. Yes, I think I want amnesia. Amnesia. 2 amnesias. Inventory, inventory. And 2 erase face. Erase the face. Inventory. Inventory. Still got 4 slots left over. Arg Smash. Inventory. Inventory. So we've got our bases covered here. I don't know if we need more D-reacts. Maybe 1 remembrance. Because we're going to be burning cards here. And we put an Oasis Respite. 1 Oasis Respite. Or another armor piece. Oasis. Screw it. I don't want to put Oasis Respite. What else can I put in then? In that case, I could put Goliath Gauntlets. I don't think that's the option. That's the play. What other generics do we have? Generic 1 costs. Maybe Sensor. Maybe Cadaverous Room. Cadaverous. Let's get a Sensor in there. So we've got some good tech against a lot of decks. Some good D-reacts, some solid armor, and some good offense. Let's see how this plays. It's probably going to be crap because I just don't know what I'm doing. And I haven't really looked at other decks. CC. Let's go. A ding a ding a dong. Do I have a helmet? I have a helmet. Yeah, I always forget something. There. Okay, kind of long. Just lost my microphone. Well, I recorded it and I figured out that my microphone did not record what happened after this point. And then I recorded it again as commentary, and I had my echo function on. So we're gonna do this one more time at double speed and go through the games. Starting with what's going on here? Let's go there. Yeah, starting with the Boltyn game. I decided to go first because since I played Boltyn once or twice in the past, I know that their first turn is not that good. I really don't mind receiving 7 damage to the face from a take flight into a sword, which is sort of a good scenario for them. Maybe Bravado and the sword, another good scenario for them. Or at worst case, I'm looking at a take flight into Ironsong versus into Lumina Ascension, which I don't think is going to happen. Take flight charging a quicken token thing. I mean, that's like the best thing they can do. This guy's got 76 cards in deck. He's playing Soul Bond. I don't think I have much to worry about. I put in Sensor for this matchup just because in case he had the combo build going, so that would leave you with 3 CNCs, a Sensor, and some D-Reacts to put a stop to his combo turn, not to mention Scouting Flashback. Okay, let's go. 2 times speed. Start off with a Wild Ride, get my Might token chain going, the loop going. The reason why I want to attack Mandible Claw here is so that I can get rid of Skullcrack. Maybe I wanted to keep Skullcrack because it's a good discard. But looking at this now, I'm glad. It didn't make a difference having it or not. He does have the take flight. 3 damage here. And here, so another telltale sign that I believe maybe he's a good player, but or he's rushing, but he has a 1 resource floating. Why not use Ironsong versus here? Or maybe he has a Valiant Thrust and he's going to use his resource for this. During the game, I didn't really take notice to that. I just took the damage, and then I thought I was going to swing back with a Lightning Strike for 6. Go again, plus Savage Feast. Draw a card, so it's a 12 damage turn. I think I was talking about my armor and how good Apex Bone Crusher is going to be. This is a 12 damage 4 card hand. So we're getting 3 points of value per card. Not the best, but the bare minimum, I would say. I think I'd rather have CNC, yeah, rather have CNC in my deck than Sensor. Pick up a Wild Ride, very fortunate. That's fine. He puts that in. Sort of puts a stop to his turn because there's really not much Boltyn can do with 1 card unless it's Illuminate or Snatch. He takes that back because of the Quicken. Here, almost anything I discard I don't mind discarding. I probably shouldn't have pitched Reincarnate because that could have gone under the deck. And now I get to come in for 16. This is a better 16-4, so that's 4 cards per 4 value per card, which is the target. Anywhere in between 3 and 4. We're thinking, nah, that's not too bad. But if you're doing 4 per card out of 4 cards, 16 16 damage per turn. Not bad, because then we go Claw plus Beast Within. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I have too many non-6s in the deck. If you take 6 D-Reacts, 8 D-Reacts, 3 more No Fears, it's 11, 6 yellow things, Blood Rushes and Berserks, so it's 17, and then 2 Tearflames, so I have 19, so almost 1/3 of my deck is non-6s, which is pretty bad. As you consider dropping that number a bit, maybe get rid of the Berserks. Anyways, he comes out with his Prayer Boltyn, hits it, which is a miracle. CNC. Luckily for us, we've got no fear, and we have no fear of the CNC. Yeah, sure, he can come in for Raiden after this for 4? Oh, 3, sorry. I don't think he does, and I'm not sure why. Because he has used Iron Song versus already. It does have to go again. Beacons of Victories. That's a deadly combo. Beacon of Victory on Command and Conquer after a Prayer of Boltyn. That's going to happen 1 in a million. 1 in a million for Prayer of Boltyn to hit, and then everything else to fall in place after that. Okay, do we get rid of... Yes, we do. We get rid of the... Beast Within. Here, we're only going in for a 3 card 10. It's pretty bad. Get to keep Command and Conquer in the arse though. Okay, this is a cool, good looking hand. Here I don't mind giving him the card, because I'm considering blocking with armor, but I really don't mind giving him the card because I have CNC and I have a Wild Ride. So I'm going to go Wild Ride into Claw into CNC. That's probably pretty much what I'm going to do here. I consider blocking this, but then I don't know. Maybe this is just a bad way of thinking. But if he doesn't have an arsenal, my CNC is a vanilla 6. So I'm thinking about it. Uncertain. I give it to him in the end, because now he's going to think twice about the CNC. The CNC is worth a little bit more now. So by my countage, we should be a little bit lower in life if he attacked me with those Raidens. So it'll be a bit more even, maybe about 20 life now, type of thing. Yeah, now he's blocking. So we managed to get a 16 card hand off of 4 cards. Which is what? 4 value poor? 4x4. Yeah, this Totes McGoat's fine. I think we no fear this. Getting rid of E-Strike. Preventing 3 damage. I no fear is such a good card. Getting 3 of these in Rainbow Foil, which I've said in all 3 of the videos I've recorded. But this is the only one that will make it to air. Fingers crossed I don't ruin another recording. On the Boltyn side, judging by the Boltyn plays, Beam Bravado's awesome, but I don't know why I didn't give it go again. Oh, he's got go again built in anyways. But he has 5 soul. There's a lot of, well, it's mainly me being perhaps incorrect about it, but talking about this value of soul in Boltyn. This guy's got 5 of them. And if you end the game like that, you're losing 5 points of value, or whatever that value is. So you want to be making sure, unless you're a Celestial Cataclysm deck or whatever deck that requires a big amount of soul, you don't need it. You don't want that much in your soul. You want to be using it very efficiently all the time, every day, as possible. Okay, I lost. I think that's just, yeah. Again, a 16 card hand with 4. These might tokens, they're just rolling in, loving it. Savage Feast is, I thought it was just good in Reinhardt because of Scab Skins, but it's just a really good card. I mean, likeys. Here, do I block? I guess I do block. I don't want to block with Apex Blood Crushers because that means, okay, I want to get the most value out of it. So when I do block with it, I want to make sure there's no other option, or I block with a 6. I guess with Kayo it's not as good because I have a lot of 5ers. So maybe it's not as good, but it is a 2-1 block, right? At the bare min, which just adds to his tankiness, a brute's tankiness. Now we just need that 2 block in the chest piece. And sit and pray. Yeah, here I didn't think because no matter what, I was going to Tunic into Savage Feast, draw a card. So this is a 1 card Tunic. This is a 1 card Tunic 7. 1 card in brackets Tunic. Other side brackets 7. Drawing into one of the better cards I could have drawn into. Well, because I'm so far ahead, it is not a good card now, but generally speaking, Fate in the Arse isn't too bad. Cool. Get 1 damage in. Yeah, if he's playing 67 cards in his deck, plus the 4 he draws, so 71 cards, plus Remembrance, then he should be blocking a lot more and hoping to fatigue me. I'm ready at 35 cards. Well, ready, I say. Yeah. Okay. Here, I want to Fate Foreseen, see what's on the top. Then I can Pulping with safety into Mandible Claw. Not the best turn. 3 card 10. So, I mean, 3 card 10, 4 card 16. That's sort of, what we're looking at. Then he gives up there because he realizes the futilitas of it. 15.1. Pretty good. Pretty good. Deck felt good. Value was good. Okay, let's move on. Next up, I play a Vynnset. And this boy, I was just uncertain of whether to put in AB protection or not. I ended up putting it in because I have quite a lot of blues, 16 or 17 blues. And I put in some D-Reacts and Amnesias. D-Reacts, he does hit hard, and Amnesias because it stops the Rune Gate. I think, Rune Chants lose their name, so you don't have any, you have 0 Rune Chants in that case for Rune Gate. Good start for him. That's what you want as a Vynnset player. I didn't need to attack with this Claw because he could have had another D-React that made another Rune Chant, and Rune Chants are his fuel. like 6s are mine. Widespread rune. And another reason why I don't like, he hits it, good for you. Another reason why I don't like Null Rune Gloves or AB into Vynnset is because he's just going to do this non-prevention crap, right? So he's always going to tick 1 damage against you. Maybe I'm wrong in thinking that, and I'm just too aggressive. Make an Eloquence token, that's fine. It does stop his Scepter of Pain turns. And then he banishes a white. So he got 2 good banishes out of it. Here I'm thinking, let's get rid of Berserk. Because if he hits me with widespread destruction, I'd rather have Sink Below in to make use of my arsenal. Then have a wasted arsenal spot. Here's pretty cool. Jack-o'-lantern. Okay, so he has a chance to hit again. Jack-o'-lantern's a pretty cool card. Does he hit? I think he hits, right? Okay, so he's got 3 rune chance. So that means Deathly Whale, I think, is active. Yep. Comes in with Deathly. I'm taking a bit of damage here. Then he takes 3 on his own. I take 2 because the Sink Below. Yep. And then I hope to hit something with Wild Ride in my massive deck of 6s. Unfortunately, I don't. I hit a Tear limb from limb. And then I opt to not keep an Arsenal because I'm wary of his Arsenal Destroyer. Another Deathly Whale, Shadow Puppetry, Totes My Goat's fine. Again, unpreventable, so there's little point in blocking the rest of them. And I think I just choose not to block this. As well, he gets his Shadow Puppetry effect. I don't think he chooses to do that. And then he swings the Flail, which I block because I just don't want to give him any more rune chance than he's potentially going to get. And then I get my ball rolling again with the Might tokens. So this is pretty good. I get to Mandible Claw and then Savage Feast, draw off the Savage Feast. But then I'm still leaving myself vulnerable to his thing. There I was thinking, do I pulping and do something else? But I think there's no other reason, not a good reason anyways, to not Mandible plus Savage, which puts you up to 16. So, I mean, if you, based on last game and this game, you're doing 10 or 16 damage-ish for the most part, because you do a 7 go again from a Might token plus Mandible Claw, 7 go again, Mandible plus 6, that type of thing. Or if you're really lucky, you get a Swing Big. Then we draw Berserk, which is fine to have an arsenal, but also something I don't mind losing if he wants to. If he wants to do that, use his big attacker, his Arsenal Destroyer. And then I've got a Blood Rush Battle turns to follow up. So this is pretty good. If I get to keep Berserk, it'll be pretty good. I just don't imagine I will, because I'm not blocking. Unpreventable again as well, so it's just like I'm taking the damage, he's getting the effects. And then I scale back here because, yeah, it just reduces the chance of doing things to me. And I need to start using my equipment. Scaling Flesh Bag, such a good card as well. take it all. Bye-bye, Berserk. Would have been so good. What can you do? Don't matter. I think we attack with Mandible plus Wild Ride. Close game. But we're putting it. He's got 2 in the bin, two blood debts, so he's going to be taking damage each turn. And we're swinging in for some big hitters. If I had Tunic up, this would be beautiful. Unfortunately, I do not. Yep. And then he takes 2 damage off Blood Debt. And then I am praying to hit off Wild Ride. I think I hit off every single Wild Ride and Pulping in these 2 games. And I should be missing 1/3 of the time, right? If 20%, if 20 cards on my 60 are non-6s. Well, I do block with some of them. They do get used early on. So yeah, there is that. Anyways, we go into one more game, and this time we face off against the Kano. I didn't really want to play him, but then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna play Kano because they are floating around. I can't just ignore every single Kano that comes my way in a tournament. So let's just play this Kano. And also, we get to see what No Fear is like, because this is a good card in this matchup. I have to go second because I have good AB protection, and so I could force some damage turn 1. My turn 1 after his turn 0. Use a Tome of Fandal, it's fine. Gets rid of a Tome. Me likeys. 2 blues. Living the dream. Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. Some Street Fighter. If anyone knows what that game is. Then he picks up a crappy blue, which is totes. We go, it's fine. We lets him. Oh no, we use a red here. Keep the blue. And then I go to the casino, hit the roulette table, roll some dice. No, the craps, the shoots, whatever it's called. Roll a 6. Walk out, feeling pretty. Shoot with my Smash Instinct. Hoping he blocks with 2, and then gives me open for CNC. He does not, so now I'm hoping for a 3 block and 2 blocks. He does have some 2 blocks in his deck, and that is what it appears he has, or even potions. And I believe that is what he... yeah, that's what he does. He potions it. And I just Enlightened Strike here and put in No Fear into my arsenal and save that bad boy for his combo turn. That's the idea anyways, because it's going to prevent 2, maybe more. In all honesty, it's only worth the 2 prevention because I have more AB than... So if there's no point getting rid of a yellow because I can AB 2 for that. Unless I want to keep that for the next turn. Then I can just get rid of my whole hand and or the 2 or whatever 6s I have in my hand and prevent that damage, and then still have a turn the following on my turn. There's that. Aether Flare. I think Aether Flare is something that needs to be blocked. Yep. Because it could just spiral out of control for Lesson Lava into something else, So we prevent 3 here with No Fear. That red was going to prevent 1 anyway, so this is preventing 1 while still remaining in my hand for my turn. Then I could say 0 here. And then let Lesson Lava come through. I was thinking to A/B this or figure out a way to reduce the damage on this. And by that time, I pressed pass and I wanted to undo, but once you get to this stage in Teleshar, you can't undo the A/B prevention stage. So I just let it hit all three of it. So I still want to turn for me. And he gets Aether Wildfire. So now he's got the combo piece he needs. He's got Energy Potion. He can theoretically go off. He doesn't have a Tunic counter. That's okay. You got to respect Kano, but you can't respect him so much where you just don't do anything in a turn. So we do things. We have 4 AB here, which I think is good enough. And then we can, oh, this is not too good. If that was blue and a swing big, that would have been sexy, but it's not. That would have been 6 plus 10, 16 damage. Again, we hit that 16 number. And 10, yeah, he doesn't. I mean, he has to be at 1 life to combo me out. So I don't think he's too worried just yet. And he's going to gain 5 life here. Sonic Boom. 10 plays 36. Picking up sticks. Wearing some kicks. Projo, whatever it's called. Not an amazing card. Yeah, I think what he's trying to do here is to whittle me down, which is fine. I don't see an issue here. I read this card to make sure he's not going to take up my Tunic counter. Prognosticate. It does not. It will not. So I let it hit. Allow him to gaze the ages. So I'm not worried, right? I'm going to be mid-20s maybe after his turn, and then he's going to combo off because he has to, otherwise I'll kill him. So I just need to make sure I have enough AB to stop his attacks. Okay. He's going for it. Scalding Rain. Yeah, fine. Still got Aether Wildfire in his hand. So he's not. He's gonna do maybe, yeah, he's gonna do a few more arcane damage this turn. And I'm just sitting on my Pulpin, my Wild Ride, my Savage Beatdown. Savage Beatdown might need to go. I think it's not bad, but it's not amazing. It reads way better than, I mean, the promise it has, the promise of destruction it provides is way better than what it actually does. But it does feel better in KO than in Rhinar. I shall say that much. I guess in Beat Chest Rhinar, it will do more. It'll be active more often. Scalding Rain. Scalding Rain. Scalding. Scald. Joey Wheeler. Again, we are hitting the magic number. No, we're not. We're hitting 10. We're not hitting 16. I lie. But we are threatening lethal here. He does have a Tunic to block with. He just needs to be on 1 life. to combo me to death. But I think this is where he does it. I would wait for this to resolve. So I would take the damage, go down to 1 life, wait for me to pass turn, or attack again. Because if I'm going to attack again, then you go off. Right? But now you just don't know what I got. I could have an Oasis or Respite. Oasis. For all he knows. I don't. But I have a Brute's version of it. Okay, he's going off, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna get my tunic counter. I'm gonna have to use it. Might as well do it now before getting stuck on any arcane barrier undos. So he's got 2 Kano activations going. Lesson in Laver. This is going to collect Blazing Aether, which is fine. I just need to make sure I stop Aether Wildfire, which I can do. I can prevent 4 of it. He's going to go for the win, so I would assume he's doing his Metacarpus Nodals. Say I blocked 3 instead of 4 here. Still, I mean, it's still very risky of him. I guess he didn't have much other option available to him. But if I block 3 here, right, and 3 would come through, I'd only be taking 3 plus 6 is 9 plus 11, 20 damage. And No Fear here can be ruined if you played Lesson in Lava, because it prevents the next damage. It doesn't prevent damage from target source. So it does have that weakness to it, which most of the time won't come into play, but sometimes, like now, he could have played around it a bit. If you had like a lava dart, that one's called Aether Dart for 1 damage, chink, turn it off, and then gone off with his combo. Lesson in Lava, can't do nothing about it. Take 5 here. He searches Blazing Aether. And then Blazing Aether comes in for 9. Not the end of the world. He's at 1. He's got no turn. I've got a turn. And he's got to basically end the game. I'm always going to put him on no blocks. So what I should have done here is E-Strike, go again. But what I did was E-Strike, go big. I guess both would require a 2-card block. 3-card block, sorry. E-Strike, go again is 6. Then Mandible Claws for 3. The only way I could have potentially gotten a better turn out of it was to roll my Scabbies, maybe even pop Skullhorns, but I would never risk that at this stage. The moment he activated Kano, I knew it was all or nothing for him. The chance of him winning at this point was very, very slim. He did draw that Tome of Aetherwind. Here, No Fear comes in again. It's not amazing at this in this instance. It's just good. It would do the same thing as a yellow, maybe even worse than a yellow, because he can control what is hit, what is prevented by it, and I prevent all of it, so I don't give him any sort of visibility into his deck. Now he just has the 3 cards: Swell Tidings, 2 cards in hand, to kill me, or stop the Enlightened Strike, which you can't do because I don't think he plays any D-Reacts. Sure. And then Swell Tidings for 5. Also fine. Well, I guess the No Fear did work better than a yellow because it helped me go from AB3, limited to AB3, to the full AB5. Yep, and that was the game. Let's see. Let's go to the deck now. So yeah, I mean, I like the deck. It does feel good. Apex Bonebreaker might be worse than I first thought because we're not playing that many 6s. We've played a lot of 5s. It's still very good. I'm still going to get a copy and play it. Savage Feast overperforms. Love it. Not just in general. I mean, for any brute deck, it's good. What else we're looking at? Yeah, these yellows make such a difference. Pulpings, Wild Rides. I think those are the only cards really that I've put in that really. I mean, you got the blue 6s, quote unquote 6s as well, which make a difference. And then No Fears. Yeah, I think it's such a good card. I'll be getting them. Censor, I might get another Censor in there. Get rid of Remembrance. Get rid of these Arc Smashes. Put in Smashing Performance, just so I get more 6s in there. So because I have a lot of non-6s, but I quite like the deck. I like it. It's got a lot of silver bullets for certain matchups. Erase Face, Amnesia, Censor, Command and Conquer, No Fear, Arc Smash. It's a bit more niche. And then in the maybe board, I have Bare Fangs. I wouldn't put in another non-block, so I'd have to replace one of the cards I have. But the value of this is huge. 2 for 9. Better than a Swing Big. Can't block. But you know what I'm getting at. We're not. We're a brute. We're a one-armed brute. We're not here to block. So yeah, that's the deck so far. I will continue tweaking it a bit here and there. But if anyone else has some good builds, please link them my way. I'm looking forward. I would love to see them. I'm looking forward to see how all these heroes develop and all these deck lists evolve as the spoilers come out. Especially with Road to Nationals coming up. I did say I'm going to play Riptide, but I'm getting distracted with Kayo here, and I might be moving over to Kayo. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.